Is more of an in-depth breakdown of crypto exchanges, what you should be looking for if you're looking to buy BTC for the very first time. What are some of the things that you should take into consideration? What are some of the things you should know as a first time or even as a seasonal investor? Maybe some things we haven't or you haven't paid attention to. So today I'm going to be talking about these 5 topics, the points, which is all still in crypto exchanges. So I'll be talking about order books, market liquidity, what do we say, UI, which is the user interface, security measures, and coin pairings. These are some of the basic knowledge. If you should get these concepts, it's really going to help you in your crypto and this digital journey as we are entering this era. So when we say order books, what really are order books? So order books can be think of to be the heartbeat of the crypto ecosystem. So think of order books as, I'm using the same analogy. If you've already watched the previous video about crypto exchanges, then you sort of get the ride. But if this just the first time you're seeing this video, no problem, you're still gonna get a ride because you're already on this bus. So ride with me. So when we say order books, so order books can be said to be the heartbeat of the crypto ecosystem, whereby you could see the buyers and the sellers dancing basically on a ledger, where you can see at what certain prices are people willing to buy BTC and what prices are people willing to sell BTC. So if you're looking to buy BTC, what the order book can do for you is, so let's say you open the order book and you're checking it out, you can see that you see BTC, mostly people do buy BTC and they ask you, what rates did you buy the BTC? Yes, so that's what the order book does. So what the order book does is it allows you to see at what prices are people willing to buy BTC and what price are people willing to sell BTC. So it's sort of also helps you to see if the market is looking bullish. And when you say bullish, all that typically means is optimistic, prices tend to go up, or whether the market is bearish, that is pessimistic, which is the market is now coming down. That's mostly the red candles. So the bullish are the green candles and the bearish are the red candles. So when you look at the order books, you can be looking at the order books and you might see that, so there are two things. They said the bid and the ask. So there are two people, that's the buyers and the sellers, those who are bidding and those who are asking. So the bid is those who are bidding a certain amount of money at a price willing to buy BTC. So currently BTC is currently 42,800 and some coins. I don't really have the actual number in my head, but 42,800 and some coins. So if I should bid, looking at the order book, I can go and maybe someone will be willing to bid. Someone is asking, that's the sellers. So when I go as a buyer, I'll go into the order book and you're going to see these two things, the reds and the greens. So as a buyer, I'm going to look at the reds, which is the ask, those who are asking a price, and those who are bidding to pay that price. So someone is asking to maybe someone is selling BTC at, maybe let's say as BTC is 42,800 and some coins. So let's make it a round number, an even number. So let's say BTC is currently 42,800. And when you look at the order book, you see someone is willing to sell his BTC at maybe 42,801. Someone is willing to sell his or a BTC at 42,802, 42,803, 42,804. If you get what I mean, it's like everyone and the price they are willing to sell their BTC. So what the order book does is it helps you to determine the price that you are willing to buy the BTC. So you go and you look at it, and let's say someone is selling his or a BTC at 42,801. So based on your preference and looking at the market, so you can choose to buy BTC if BTC reaches 42,801 or 42,805. That is you as the buyer. And as the seller, from the seller's perspective, you also entering into the market, and as you're looking at the order book, you'll be looking at the buyers from the buyer's perspective. So you get to see that someone is willing to buy BTC at maybe 43,000, 44,000, 45,000. So depending, so you see the price that's more favorable for you. So okay, I'm willing to sell my BTC. Someone is willing to, let's say, buy BTC at 46,000. Let's say 46,000. So someone is willing to buy BTC at 46,000, even though BTC is currently 42,000. It's just a scenario that I'm creating. So ride with me, and if you're first time and this time and you're watching my videos, I create related videos like this where I talk about the future of money. So let's continue. As I was saying, so as a seller, I'm seeing that someone is willing to buy BTC at maybe 46,000. So I could set a limit order based on my observation from looking at the order book. I can set a limit order that, okay, fine, if BTC reaches maybe 46,000, sell it. Automatically, when the market goes according to how I saw it, when it hits that number, automatically it gets triggered and my BTC is sold. So with the order book is very, very important in this crypto journey as you wanna enroll on this crypto journey. It's not really that much technical like how maybe you might perceive it to be. It's just numbers, prices, different prices that people are willing to buy, different prices that people are willing to sell. That really is all that the order book is. So when you look at the order book, it's like the buyers and the sellers are at war. So when you look at the order book and you get to see that it seems the buyers are buying, and with the order books you get to see, I don't know how to visualize it, but I'll try and maybe put something on the screen or something to just help you get the whole concept. So you get to see when you're looking at the order book, there are three key things that you should pay attention to when you're looking at the order book. On my left side, you see the buyers, and so maybe, as I said, BTC is 42,800. That's what I said. So we'll be using that. Keep that in mind, 42,800. So on my left, that's the buyers, and on my right, that's the sellers, and in the very middle is the very price, which is 42,800. So BTC is 42,800. That's the price that they are battling over. And let's say at my left, you get to see that as BTC is 42,800, there are a bunch of buyers that are buying, and you get to see BTC is now currently maybe 42,850. 800, which was the very middle, and now the buyers are buying it at 42,850. So what does this clearly tells us? That the buyers are more optimistic. It's like they find the price 42,800 to be very favorable, so they are willing to buy. So by that, you get to see the price now starts increasing, and that's where now the price of BTC starts to shoot up. And when you look at the other side of the seller, whereby BTC is currently maybe 42,790, when you see it like this, it's clearly telling you that the price of BTC, the buyers are dominating more than the sellers. The same as vice versa. When you're looking at the order book and the sellers, the price of the sellers are currently still going up. It's still climbing. Now you get to see the sellers are dominating. So based on that, you can make your decision whether it's like a war. Who is winning? Is it the buyers or the sellers? So basically, the order book allows you to determine at what price that you find it favorable to buy your BTC. That's what the order book does. And so it's something that you should pay key attention to if you really want to be successful in this crypto market. If you really want to be successful in this market, pay attention to the order book. It's really going to help you a lot. It provides you a lot of key information to know whether if the buyers are dominating or the sellers are dominating, or maybe the market is still not certain whether to see if the buyers are dominating or the sellers are dominating. It does happen. That's where the market tends to go sideways. That is the order book So keep it in mind. If you're a seasonal investor, make sure to pay attention to your order book. And if you're a first timer who is now wanting to explore this crypto space, please take your time to read and learn about order book. It's very, very important. It's really going to help you with your crypto finance. And the second one is the market liquidity. As a first timer who's looking to trade cryptocurrencies, please make sure to check the market liquidity. When we say the market liquidity is just, in the basic sense, is the amount of liquidity, which is the money that is in the exchange that you are using to trade your cryptocurrency. Because there are some exchanges, let's say a random exchange, you don't do your research well and you go find an exchange that you do use. If there's not enough liquidity in there, and let's say maybe BTC is currently 42,800, just like we are using, keep it in mind, remember 42,800, you're going to be using that throughout to easily get the concept. So lovely grandma who might be watching this, or Charlie, my little cousin who might be seeing it also, can also easily understand this. Because when you don't understand these basic things, that's where you fall victim to. Sometimes you hear someone will be like, I was using this platform to trade, and all of a sudden it seems the exchange got liquidated or something. There was a slippage. It happens. So watch out for the market liquidity. How much of money is in the exchange that you are using? Because think about it. Imagine you are trading on an exchange that doesn't have enough liquidity, and you want to sell your BTC. If there's not enough liquidity, who is going to buy your BTC? And even if you want to buy and there's not enough liquidity, who is going to sell his BTC to you? So take into consideration market liquidity. So now we've touched on these two topics, which is the order book, which we talked about, the ledger that shows you the current state of the market, whether the market is being dominated by the sellers or the market, or is being dominated by the buyers. You know, which price are each individual willing to buy. Like you get to see the price numbers. Someone is willing to buy maybe BTC at 42,800.50. Someone is willing to buy BTC at 42,800.90. Someone is willing to buy BTC at 42,860, 70. You just get the numbers. So you get to see it there, and you get to see who is dominating. And from there, you can it sort of builds your edge in your decision making to know when to buy BTC and when to sell BTC. Because when you use the market, the order book, it helps you. Because mostly, one thing I've noticed is people do buy BTC, and keep in mind, you have to have an entry plan and an exit plan. Know when you are buying the BTC and know when you sell your BTC. It's very, very important that you keep this in mind, because people do buy BTCs like, okay, I want BTC to shoot up and I make money. Like, what price are you expecting BTC to hit? Then you exit out of the market, because you are not the only person in the market. You are not the only person in the market. Keep in mind, you are not. There are other smart traders, there are other people around the world, because BTC is a global asset and it's being used by everyone. And the market liquidity is also very, very important. So that's where it comes. Do your research. Make sure that the exchange that you are using is very popular. It has a lot of reviews. Look at their reviews. Like, what are people saying about them? Go on YouTube, go on Google, read about them. And the very 10th point that I would like to touch on is security measures. It's very, very important. Security measures are very, very important. What are the necessary security measures that they have set in place to protect your assets? Think about it. How do they protect your assets? Because security is very important even in our physical world. Even when you go for a show, you are thinking about security, because anything can happen. You can be mobbed or stabbed. So security is very important. Do they have two-step authentication? What are the necessary security measures they have put in place to protect hackers from getting access to your funds? When you do follow up with news, it does happen. You get to hear there was a time there was an exchange that was hacked by a bunch of hackers, and you get to see they stole their funds. It happens. So make sure to do your research to know the exchange that you are using is very trustworthy, is very renowned, it has resource security. That is the security, so keep in mind. So now we've talked about the order book, then what was that? Market liquidity, and the third one, what was that? Which is security measures. So market liquidity, order book, and security. And the fourth one will be the UI. When you say UI, user interface, I almost said uploaded intelligence. I don't know why. If you've ever watched Pantheon, you know what I'm talking about. This is just for those who have watched the Pantheon, you know. Shout out to you guys. So the UI, which is the user interface. The user interface is also very, very important, because it's going to also determine your success rate, because maybe there might be an interface, a user interface. If it's not really that intuitive, very friendly, you won't even know which button to press, which button not to press. There will be a lot of buttons all around, a lot of numbers, and you will find it very difficult to understand the markets and how to make your trades. So it's very, very important. Take into consideration the user interface. How does the user interface of the exchange that you are using looks like? Is it very friendly? Is it very intuitive for you to understand it? Take that also into consideration, the user interface. And the fifth one, which is the coin pairing. When we say coin pairing, what is coin pairing? Coin pairing is whereby we pair these digital currencies to maybe USDT, because let's take the likes of BTC. When you look at BTC, its numeric variation, you see that we have one BTC, and even if you own, let's say, $100 worth of BTC, you are definitely going to see 0.1 and a couple of numbers, you know, behind 1, 2, 8, 7, you know, when you get the point. You see, when you see it like that, it's very hard for you to actually understand the language. So that's where the coin pairing comes. The coin pairing helps you to understand it. So let's go to the markets. Let's say the general market. So let's say BTC is Apple, and ETH is banana, Ethereum, which is also another currency like BTC. If you don't know what Ethereum is, don't worry, just let me know in the comment box. Maybe I could create a video for you, or just for you, because I'm here for you, just as you are here for me, and we are all here for each other. So yes, so BTC is Apple, Ethereum is banana, and maybe Ripple is orange. You see, when you go see the Apple, is the USDT that allows you to see the value of the Apple, because so we use USDT to actually understand, which we will say the linguistic. It helps us to understand the current price of BTC. So when you go and see BTC, yes, we say one BTC is currently $42,800. Why? Because we've paired BTC to USDT, and now we are using USDT to interpret the actual price of BTC for us to understand. Because I don't think you can go and look at the 0.1138 and you actually know how much it's worth. So that's why you pair the coins to it to now see the value. And one advantage about the coin pairing is it's lets you understand the, you know, the general, you know, current state of the market. So with the coin pairing, you get to see, so I'm looking at maybe BTC paired to USDT. So BTC is currently maybe 42,800, and looking at the percentage, I could see BTC is maybe down, maybe negative 0.8%. And then I'll go and look at ETH, which is also a different currency, and maybe I'm looking at ETH, and maybe now ETH is currently 2,100. I'm just saying 2,100, and now BTC is, and ETH is up, let's say, plus 2.5%. So with the coin pairing, now you get to see how are the markets now, you know, how is the general market and other currencies improving. So if you get to see that BTC is not really improving, based on this, you can convert it or swap it for ETH. You get the point? Or maybe for Ripple, which is the, I don't know the fruit that I gave it, but if you do remember, drop it in the comment box and let me know. So the coin pairing is also very, very important. The coin pairing also helps you to see how is BTC working. How is it? Is it looking bullish or is it looking bearish? The USDT helps you understand the market, because if BTC goes up now to maybe 50k, so now you get to see that 50k in USDT, which is $50,000. So now you get to see that BTC is actually growing, is bullish. But if BTC goes to maybe 30K, $30,000, we are now using the USDT to understand the language of BTC to identify that BTC is actually down. So the coin pairing also helps you to understand the overall, market landscape. So we talked about these 5 key points. So I'm just gonna head it back. So as a first time, buyer, or looking to enter into the digital markets, the era of tokenization, or even a seasonal investor, take these points into consideration. When you are working with this exchange, you are looking to trade cryptocurrencies, which is the first one is the order book. Make sure to understand what an order book is, because it's going to help you. Because if you are able to know the price that you want to buy BTC, you can calculate and know at what price that you want to sell your BTC, and at least you know your profit, because you have to know your take profit, and also your stop loss. Your stop loss is, maybe you could set say if BTC should drop and hit this price, take me out of the market. Some people don't know that, so they just buy and they just be sitting there, and all of a sudden BTC will drop and bow, and zero, they go down to zero, and then be like, oh, crypto BTC is a scam. A friend of mine invested in BTC and he lost maybe $30,000. So all these are, we say these are risk management. That's the thing, risk management. I'm not going to go much deep into that, because we'll say that's also, we'll create a separate video for that. So these 5 key points: order book, market liquidity, the amount of money that is in the exchange that you are using, because take that into consideration. If there's not enough money in the exchange that you are using, it's going to cause slippage, and sometimes you can even pay more than, because there's not enough money, liquidity in the system. So let's say if you are trying to buy more, what will happen? Now the sellers will now have to adjust their price, because a seller is looking to get profit. Because if I'm selling my BTC, I want profit. So if I'm seeing a buyer in an exchange where there's not enough liquidity, and you're looking to buy more BTC, and I'm the only seller, what do you think is going to happen? I'm just going to increase my chances of taking more profits. So I'll increase. So by me getting my profit, you get to see you've spent more than. So take that into consideration when you are exploring this space. The market liquidity, how much liquidity is in the exchange. One thing I do know for sure is, this is not a financial advice, please. Binance, the Binance exchange has, looking at, the market liquidity, it's over 10 billion. Yeah, 10 billion. And after that, Coinbase and the rest. So there's no financial advice. Do your research to see what exchange you are going to be using. So after the market liquidity, then the security measures. What security measures have they put in place to protect you? Because as much as it's your responsibility to take care of yourself, just know the exchange that you are using also have to have your best interest at heart. How are they protecting you? Because some of the exchanges get hacked most of the times, so you also have to take that into consideration. And after what did we just say, which is, drop it in the comment box. I just slipped my mind. After the market liquidity, that's where the security measures also come in. And after the security measures, we also have to go into the UI, which is the user interface. Because if you don't understand how the user interface works, if it's not really intuitive, very friendly for you to understand, trust me, your crypto journey is going to be hell for you, because you find it very difficult navigation around. And if you don't take care, you might even transfer your funds out of your wallet to an unknown wallet without you even knowing. So make sure that the exchange that you're going to be using is very friendly, it's very intuitive. Their customer support is it's very interactive. You can get real-time feedback to learn. And the last one was, the coin pairing. The coin pairing too, you need to understand that, because when you understand the coin pairing, you can understand the general, overall market of the digital global market. Because every coin is paired to USDT. We have BTC USDT, ETH USDT, Ripple, that's the XRP USDT, Matic USDT. there's a lot. So when you see it like that, now you're going to, the USDT is your linguistic, that we say your middleman, that's helping you to understand the the overall landscape of the market. How are each currency improving? So these key points: order book, market liquidity, security measures, UI, which is the user interface, and coin pairing. So today, these were the 5 topics we talked about, the 5 key points. Still also a follow-up of, we're still talking about crypto exchanges. And if you're watching this, to help you understand more, please make sure to go check out what a crypto exchange is, to help you understand it. And we keep on. So in other videos, you're going to be talking about how to buy BTC and on an exchange, create more videos, how to trade, how to buy, basically talk about finance. So crypto, NFTs, AI, we talk about all those things here, because Web3 with Kojoland is all about the future of money. So if you are someone who's looking to secure your future wealth, looking at the years ahead of us, and you want to stay ahead of the curve and don't get left behind, make sure to, you just know what they do. You see the name over, you see my name over here or wherever you see it, and make sure to like it. It's very, very important. Make sure to like it, and make sure to leave a comment. Just let me know where you're from. You just let me know where you're from. And if you have any question, drop it in. And if you have any sort of value that you would also want to add to this video, please make sure to drop it in. And watch out for our next series. I call this the masterclass with Kojoland, Web3 with Kojoland. So with that being said, stay safe, spend time in nature, love. We all need one love, and peace out. So peace out. Grr.